Good morning. It is February 7th, 6:11 a.m. and we got stuff to do. I don't know what stuff yet. I'm gonna have to figure that out. So this is at 4%. Got our chickens going here. I think one thing I was thinking about doing was trying to put in more chicken coops and having 2 more chicken coops and have them be ones that their whole purpose is to produce eggs. So fill them with adult chickens. Or chicken pastures, rather. Fill them with all adult chickens. So that way we can get as many eggs as possible. Which means we'll have to buy more barley for them. Or chicken food. I'm probably just going to go through the store to buy it. The last time I definitely miscalculated and ended up getting into the negatives as far as the money's concerned. Alright, so let's check the map real quick. So I'm not done plowing over here yet. There's a spot, like, just right there. What is that? Harvested. I must have missed it. It looks like I missed it. It's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I get bothered by that when there's just the tiniest of spots that I missed. This silage is almost finished, which is really nice because we're going to sell it almost immediately. Where did I leave? Oh, that's over there. That's over on under the... It's been a while since I played on this, just because there was one. I've been off for like almost a month from my job because of an injury. I believe I mentioned it in. Oh, this needs to be set to allow create fields because of an injury to my finger. And I need my hands to be able to work. And the doctor, or the surgeon, was pretty cautious, saying, no, you know, don't go back to work yet. After 2 weeks, you know, they took the stitches out and said, oh, don't go back to work yet. We're going to keep you on modified for a while, just to make sure it's completely healed up. But I did a lot of recording 2 weeks ago, so I left I left this file alone for a long time. But now we're back in it, and I need to remember what I was doing. So we're doing this field for sure, and I believe we were going to be doing sunflowers for both the fields here. I had a thought about possibly trying to do potatoes instead, but I'm not sure. Potatoes is a higher yield than sunflowers, sells for less, and you can use the potatoes to replant. But I don't know. Potatoes is a lot of work. Like, you gotta put in a lot of work to get potatoes going properly. Do have a lot of grass that still needs to be mowed over there, but I think I was leaving that until it hits March to see if I could just get more out of it. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Man, I got a leaky nose today. This is going to be annoying, and I apologize for the sniffing constantly, but there's a lot of stones here, too. Good goad. A lot of stones. I think that's the only real problem with this map that I can tell sometime. Well, at least one problem with field work with this map is that there's nothing you could do about the stones. You could take them out of the field, yes, but you can't, there's no debris crusher on this map. You have to buy it yourself. You have to place it yourself, so you could sell everything except for stones. we're almost done here. It's gonna be nice to finish this off finally. And I think I wanted to plow one more field, but we also have a bit of tree work to do to clear that spot for more chicken pastures. So we'll see what happens here. We'll probably do the tree work. You know, we'll get a bit of money and we'll put up another 2 chicken pastures, hopefully. We might be able to get that done today. But not that much plowing left to do here. Now, if I end up going the route of potatoes instead, we'll definitely have to I'll probably look at the mod hub for smaller potato machines to be able to use. You know, something that I can actually afford. And I'm honestly thinking about rescinding the whole not being able to lease equipment, because the amount of money I can earn right now is really not that much, and leasing equipment makes more sense. I mean, it's better than buying the equipment and then just selling it back. Alright, just a little bit more. A little bit more to go. There it is. Just that little bit left, and then we can look at starting to cut those trees down. There we go. All ready. Ready for the sunflowers or potatoes. Actually, what's the planting time frame for potatoes? It's like it's almost the same as sunflowers, except you harvest it a bit sooner. Yeah. I don't know. Potato machines are really small too, so might want to take that into consideration. Takes a lot longer to do things with potatoes. Now let's go ahead and drop this right here. We'll grab the equipment necessary to chop trees down. And we'll get to work on that. Because I would like to get those other chicken pastures up as quickly as possible. If we can get those chicken pastures up and start getting eggs faster than what we're getting eggs here with, you know, maybe we'll actually have some stuff to sell. Some progress. Let's go ahead and shut it down, and let's see about clearing this area out here. It's a pretty small area. It's looks like it's only about 4 or 5 trees, so we might be able to fit all of it on. Well, for the most part. Maybe not. It might be a little bit more than that, because we want room. All right. Knock those down. Let's chop branches off of these. Trim the trees down to the tree itself. And it should be enough money to get to. Should be. Let's see. There's a pretty large tree here. It might only be enough money for one. If that's the case, then we'll just have to wait. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Don't have our measuring stick over here. Don't really need it for these ones, I don't think. Small ones aren't as important to cut and measure as the bigger ones. Alright, we'll just cut the extra bit off the top here. Shave it down a little. And we'll just put them over here for now until we're done. Because we wanna sell the big tree first and foremost, obviously. That's gonna get us the most money. Wait, how big is this? 6.3. Let's cut that down a little. I don't want it that big. Yeah, 4.9 is fine. You know, we might be able to put those on top of the big tree. And just get them all over here. Alright. Okay, let's see. Oh, one more. Almost forgot about you. Get these all set up and ready to go. Cut a little bit too much off that one. No, maybe not. I don't know. It's not too bad. You don't really get a whole lot of money for those bended bits, so... Yeah, it looks like we got 2 big trees that we're gonna have to cut down here. Semi-big trees. So that should work. I don't know if this is going to fall so far that I can't cut on it. If that's the case, I'll just get the front, or not the front loader, but the skid steer and bring it back over. Yeah, it looks like it's a little too far that way. But I'll cut it into pieces right now, and then I'll use the skid steer to move it. Where is the measuring stick? I know it's over here somewhere. I left it. Yep, there it is. Good old measuring stick. Whoop. Come on. There we go. Want those almost exact cuts. They're the best kind. Best kind of cuts. This is a really good idea to use something like this. I think I've seen it before too, but it was in a different form. It wasn't a tree. It was... Oh, I can't remember who I was watching. But they were using a piece of machinery to do it instead. Like they knew that they had seen something was 8 meters long, so they used it basically as a measuring stick. Before getting oh, what's that thing called? The Scorpion King. Okay, that one is too far, so we're gonna have to use the skid steer on it. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit more difficult to cut right here, so we're gonna have to move that out of the way. Let's grab the skid steer and the We'll get the stump grinder first off. Kind of want to get the stumps out of the way first. Be able to operate more freely around there. But yeah, they used like, oh, the front loader, the big one, the front loader along with the bucket or something like that is 8 meters. Like I figured this out or whatever. So I used that to measure, you know, something. Basically measure how big the pieces of wood they were cutting. And this was on Farming Sim 15. So they would just measure it out like that, and then they'd be able to use the front loader to load it up. It was pretty cool. So I kind of, you know, if ever I have to do any sort of tree work and, you know, need to measure out pieces, that's what I do now. And I'll tell you what, I need to get some like decongestion or something. Oh. I think that's all of them. For now, anyway. Where's... I thought there was another stump somewhere. Further over here. Yeah, there's one right there. Won't be able to get that one yet. So, gonna go ahead and drop the stump grinder for now. Go grab the log fork. Get this portion of the tree, or get this tree loaded onto the truck here, or the trailer. The truck. It's a tractor anyways. Oh, I left my door open. Was I born in a barn? Probably. Look at this place. So let's grab this. So these past few have been a little late. We kind of got sidetracked with a lot of other stuff and got distracted. So sorry about that. Try to not do that again. No promises though, because life does get in the way sometimes. And right now, there's a lot of life happening. So that's okay though. That's just how it is, right? It's how life works. It's not supposed to be easy. At least I don't think it is. If it is, I'm doing it all wrong. Let's see. And I also am playing on my controller instead of my mouse, or not my mouse, my wheel and pedal setup. Just because I couldn't figure out to make the squeaky go away. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe put like a bit of fabric or something in there. I'll have to see what I can do with it, because I much prefer the steering wheel and pedals. It's a lot, I don't know, it's a lot more immersive, a lot more simulation-like. It's super fun. Controller works too, though. You know, it works pretty well. I seem to actually be kind of doing a little better with this machine with the controller instead. Might be because I've played more on controller with these games than the wheel and pedals. so I'm just more adept at the controller use in this game instead. But I really like using the steering wheel. It's my favorite. Alright, loading all this up here, and this, oh nice, knocked it into the tree and it set it up for me. Okay. Let's hope it just fits right there. It's the perfect little spot for it. Oh, whoa, whoa. Close this on it before it falls out. There we go. Just popped it right in. Now let's grab this, since it's our tree, or it's on somebody else's land. Like, yeah, well, I cut it down. It's my tree. Hey, you can't take that. Whoa. Hold up. Apparently I can't take it. Let's see. Okay, it's 227. It's too heavy for me to pick up. Come on now. This is my tree. Give me my tree. Oh, you jerk. Give me the tree. It's mine. You have got... Come on, log forks. Let's go here. We're not screwing around anymore. This is weird. There we go. How about there? Oh my goodness. Maybe on the base end over here instead. Maybe I can pick this up. Might have to just push it. Come on now. There we go. That's the old pepper. No, 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 no. Man, this piece is just too thin for the log fork to handle. Alright, let's do this then. Measure that, cut it. See what's going on. Good thing I was able to get it, otherwise it would have just sat there for a while. And I would have went and ground it up into nothing. Come on. Give me the... There we go, green circle. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Put this piece with the small ones as well as the other top piece right there. That should be good. And then we'll chop down this one. Chop down that tree. Maybe we might be able to sell everything today. It's looking like maybe. But we're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to move the tractor out of the way first. Yeah, we're gonna chop it down towards the Whoa! Sorry, chickens. I didn't realize. Yeah, let's move the measuring stick out of the way. There we go. We'll chop it towards the meadow over there. That would probably be best. Four. All right. Let's see. Take the little bit of the top off and let's measure it out. Let's see, where'd the stick go? Oh yeah. Sorry about all the noise, chickens. Come on, move. No, a little too much. There we go. There. Alright. 4.1. Off by a little bit. Oh well. It's off by a lot. Hang on. There we go. Close enough. It'll probably be 4.1 again, maybe. Or maybe 3.9 now. Oh, 4. Good. Good, good. Right, measured. Measure and cut. Measure and cut. Measure twice, cut once. At least that's what my shop teacher used to tell me. I don't remember if I listened to him. That's why I didn't pursue any sort of woodworking. Though I probably should have. There's some really cool stuff. I made a gavel. That's what I made. There was only... I can't remember how many people were allowed to use the lathe, but since there was only one of them, there was only, you know, like 3, 4, 5 people allowed to use the lathe for the final project, because you didn't want everybody using the lathe. And getting behind, because, you know, shop class, or, you know, at least wood shop class, the final was, you know, a semi-large project of your own design. And it was like the final month of the year or something. I don't remember all the details, but I remember there only being like 4 or 5 students allowed a final project that involved a lathe. Somebody, of course, made a baseball bat, like somebody does every year, I would imagine. And then I made a gavel, which was actually kind of not super complicated to make, but like complicated enough for a high schooler barely learning woodworking. Because it was only the first woodworking class, Woodworking 1 or something, Woodshop 1. But it was pretty neat. Definitely wasn't perfect. Like, you know, I think I got like a B+ on it, but I did a pretty good job. But it was cool because I had to cut the head and then cut the handle separately from a completely different piece of wood. And then make it to where it could basically like pin into, like the handle pinned into the head, as it would want to do, to actually make the gavel itself. I don't know, it was just really neat to be able to do something like that, and I haven't touched woodworking since, which is, I don't know, kind of sad, I guess. I don't really have tools for it, though. I haven't collected them over the years enough. I need to get a better tool collection, because I do have a lot of different projects I want to do. I want to make a little workbench myself, like make my own workbench for my painting stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Well, not that. I'm gonna do that. There. Now you have to stay there. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it stay there. Just make it a little easier on ourselves here. But yeah, I want to make a workbench for my miniatures painting, and I want to stylize the workbench too to make it look like, I don't know, some sort of Mechanicum, you know, workbench of some sort. You know, put the skull motifs and the mechanical skulls and stuff like that on it, so I could feel like a fabricator general. Controller's a little bit floaty, but that's okay. Whoa! I forgot this thing's not as back heavy, especially when this thing is up in the air. But yeah, that's one project. I also want to plant a little garden, my wife and I, and sister-in-law, I think, too. She's interested in doing that. I want to renew the yard and, like, revitalize the yard, but that's proving to be a lot more difficult than what I thought it would be. lot of work to do, especially since over the winter time around here, it rains quite a bit, and then but it also stays above freezing. Like, it actually stays semi-warm here during the day, at least. So, you know, it's really cold. It's really cold, and it sometimes frosts over in the morning. But when it rains here in the winter time, we just get weeds everywhere. So it's kind of a pain, you know, because planting grass can't really do that until like the end of February here, because the frost will kill it. But it's something that I want to get done. I mean, it's one of those things. It's a goal of mine that I'm trying to do, and it's hard to follow through on it just because of how much work there is involved with something like that. It's a lot, especially since I gotta buy seed. I gotta buy seed to be able to spread the grass, you know, spread on there. I gotta choose kind of the right seed to do too. Otherwise, it'll just die anyway. A lot of factors. And I gotta do it at the right time as well. Otherwise, it'll go awry, and I don't want it to go awry. What's the old saying? You should do it right the first time, and you won't have to do it again. I don't know if this is gonna stay on here. We might just have to leave the small stuff to... No, maybe not. There's some space on the other side. There's some decent space on the other side here. We just have to get it up over here. Okay, there we go. Maybe we can get all of it up here. That'll be nice. We won't have to make 2 trips. Then we'll be able to figure out what we're doing afterwards. Probably placing down the chickens, plowing the other field, or getting started on plowing the other field. And I hope I can get up that little hill. This is actually more than I've put on this trailer in a while, I think. Nah, this thing can handle it. That's weird. I couldn't get in the tractor for some reason. I don't know, sometimes there's a bit of a lag when it comes to trying to get back in your vehicles. Like the standard button that you would use, say on this controller, it would be X. It doesn't work, so you have to use the teleporting ability to get in your tractor, which I really don't like using, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Otherwise, we won't be able to get any work done, and that's not a good thing. Hey, look! Our first pallet of tomatoes ready. That is fantastic. I can't wait. And I believe tomatoes are a good price right now. It's probably not too insane of a price. Hang on. Let's see, and then I better pay attention to the road because I'm gonna drive off, you know, into a tree or something. 547 per 1,000 right now. That's not bad. It's not a whole lot, you know, considering we don't get a whole lot of tomatoes. We started growing them really late anyway. Like we started growing them a little too late. But let me get to the shop, and we'll see how much we get paid for all this wood here. Alright, almost to the shop here, and so the idea is to get the chickens, or to place down, hopefully, this is a big hopefully, 2 more chicken pastures. If not, at least 1. Because I don't know how much money we're going to get here. Probably not enough for 2 chicken pastures. I think chicken pastures are 6,000 apiece. But we want to place down at least... make sure all the wood's on there. I don't want to have to hit the sell button twice. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get 2 chicken pastures. I thought I was going to get a little bit more money than that, but no such luck. Probably won't have enough money for 2. At least 1, though. So we'll get one chicken pasture up and going. Get those... And we're going to fill... We want 2 more, right? So we want 2 more chicken pastures with all adult chickens in it. So that way they're laying eggs and laying eggs and laying eggs. And the other 2 are going to be laying eggs at a slower rate, but also producing young that we can sell. Or we can sell off the older chickens and bring the younger chickens up after they mature and are able to start producing other younger chickens. So we'll try and cycle those ones out, and we'll sell the eggs and animals off of those. And the other 2 chicken pastures will just be egg production. So we'll buy, you know, a bunch of adult chickens, throw them in there. Well, not throw them, you know, chickens. You don't want to like hurt them or anything. But we'll put the chickens in there. We'll start producing the eggs from them. And then once they hit a certain age, I think they start eating more than they produce. But I'm not 100% sure on that, honestly, with Farming Sim 22. I'm going based off of knowledge from Farming Sim 19 Seasons mod. But I'm not 100% quite sure, because I never really looked it up or tried to, you know, did it myself. I know that animals lose value over time once they reach past a certain age, but I don't know if that's just like pigs or beef cattle. What's this on the ground over here? Oh, it's just a stick. I thought it was a piece of wood that came flying off. But we'll get back over here and we'll set up another chicken pasture. We'll fill it with what barley we have left, and we'll buy all the chickens that we can. Might not have enough money to actually get all the chickens we need. Don't know. We'll have to see. And then we'll get started on plowing another field on the back part of the lot there. So we can go ahead and drop this trailer off over here in the little vehicle shelter. And then we'll have to grab the feed trailer over there. It's good stuff. It's actually, you know, as slowly as it's progressing, at least it's progressing. You know what I mean? It's fun to see things starting to take shape, and it'll be even... I was about to say even funner. That's not how you say that. It will be even more awesome to see when things progress to the point to where we're actually basically getting paid off of the work we're doing. It'll be awesome to do that. So let's get over here and see about placing down this other pasture. I want to clear out those stumps first, obviously. So we'll go ahead and put the log forks back. Put them in the down position. Don't want to ruin the hydraulics on them. Release all the hydraulic pressure out of it. I mean, at least that's what I've been told about hydraulics. You want to basically release all the pressure out of them before putting them away or anything like that, because you don't want to ruin the pressure system in it or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure on that. I worked very little on any sort of hydraulic system when I was in in the Marines as a mechanic. But the little I did do, I was always told, you got to release the pressure out of the hydraulic system before putting stuff away. So I was just kind of like, you know, aye aye sergeant, you know, to do whatever you tell me to do, because, you know, I'm not an expert, not a complete expert anyway yet. Let's see. Let's get rid of these stumps. Get that chicken pasture placed. This is a pretty good day's work so far. Got quite a bit done. Progressing quite well here. And I think we might be able to put in 2 fields. A smaller one just before that right there. Maybe. Well, I'll have to check where the because you see there's a road line here. Yeah, we might be able to put just a bit of a smaller field right here. No. Better not, actually. Better not. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, actually. Yeah. That wouldn't work too well. Because then, when I bring this thing over here to try and pick up the pallets of eggs, it's not going to work very well. You know, I'm going to end up backing up into the field and, you know, ruining whatever crop is there. What do we got for sale here? That's too bad. I would love to get that little Rigitrack. That'd be cool. I like these tractors. The little system they have that, yeah, right there. You see how it's like split right there down the middle? It moves with the ground. Pretty neat. Pretty neat design. Alright, let's get this construction. Oh, did I break it? Okay. I use my mouse and keyboard for this part because it's a bit more precise. So chickens, yeah, 6,000. We won't be able to afford another one yet. That's fine. Overlapping an object. What am I overlapping? I don't feel like I'm overlapping anything. What am I overlapping? Is there still a stump there or something? Is there like a stick or... Collides with player, okay. Overlapping an object. Did it leave the measuring stick there? Okay, it can go there, but it can't go here. I wonder what it's overlapping. I can't see. Maybe the tractor. No, because if I could place it there, I should be able to place it here. Land is not owned by you. Okay. I might have to turn off the thing to be able to do this, it seems. I can't seem to be able to get a good spot here. That's strange. We'll just turn it off then, because I have no idea what I'm overlapping here. Hang on, let me look around here. Let's see. Huh. I don't know. I don't know what I'm overlapping. Maybe back this up, back the tractor up, see if that's the issue. I wonder if it's overlapping with the other coupe. That shouldn't be the case, though. I'm gonna leave the lights on so I can see. That shouldn't be the case, though. I mean, the edge of it was over here, and it still said overlapping with something. That is weird. Is there a bit of... There's a bit of grass. There's a bit of grass here. I know it. From when we were mowing. Something like that is going on. Huh. Alright, well, is it the chicken that's out of the... Hey, get back in there. Nobody said leave. Alright, that should give us enough light to see where we're placing it. I'm going to back up some more, and hopefully that was it. I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, still overlapping with something. Thought maybe it was a bit of grass that I had left. Maybe right here. I'm just gonna call it good right there. I don't know. I should be able to fill it up still. Yeah. Alright, we can shut the lights off now. We'll go ahead and go put this away first. We'll go grab the trailer, and then... That is really weird. I wonder what I was overlapping with. Because I don't see anything in there either. Oh, chicken going crazy. Calm down, chicken. It's okay. We're safe for now. I haven't heard Sasquatch yet, so... You're good. Alright, just about time to go to bed too, so I don't know if we'll be able to really get any sort of plowing done today. Definitely losing the daylight here real quick. Yeah, I wonder what it was. It's actually going to bother me. Because that one didn't have a problem going so close. Also, I mean, I did do the same thing, though. I turned on free mode to place it. So, I don't know. Maybe it was the chicken coop. You just can't place them that close together. We'll see how many chickens I can get. If worse comes to worse, we'll buy all baby chickens. And we'll just let them grow over time instead of all adult chickens. Because I believe they're like $5 per. Or we could transfer chickens. We could transfer all the newborns from the first newborn amounts from these ones. We'll see how much they cost, and then we'll make a decision at that point. Let's see. Okay, so, yeah, these are $16.50. We can't afford that. $180, we can definitely afford that. It's just going to take them a while to get to puberty, which means they won't be laying eggs for a while. But, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just buy them. I don't know when they start laying eggs, because I don't think they can as newborns. Much like sheep and cows, I think, too. When you have newborn animals, they don't produce the product they're supposed to produce right away. It takes a few months and you know, they can start producing the things before puberty, but not the first couple of months, it seems. At least that's been my experience. If anybody knows otherwise, yeah, definitely appreciate the info. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll definitely have to buy more feed for them. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. So we've got all the chickens now that we could possibly get. We've got newborns, and you know, I'm not gonna say unfortunately, because it's good that we do have these chickens, but it's gonna be a while before we start seeing eggs from these chickens here. At least a month or two, I want to say. But it's full up, so yeah, that's good. So the next thing we want to start on, probably tomorrow, because I don't think we're going to have enough time today, is we're going to do another big field back here of something. Most likely sunflowers as well. We want to stick to one type of crop to be able to do. It'll just make things a lot easier in the beginning, just because we only need one type of machinery to do it. I'm gonna just roll on the side of this road here, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's all cut down up to this point, so we won't have an issue with, oops, we have to cut down more grass. So that's good. But I'm gonna go ahead and hook up to the plow and get that ready. And in between days here, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop on my little test game that I use, and I'm gonna see if moving from March, or not March, but from February to March, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of cheating. But I was gonna see if moving from February to March actually grows the grass to the final stage of harvestability, if that's a word. That's so cool. We have our first tomato crate. We're gonna get a second one here probably by tomorrow. Awesome. And I think what we'll probably do is we will wait until there's more tomato crates, and if we need to sell them to get chicken feed, we'll do that. We'll sell them as we need chicken feed. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and park everything up and get to bed here, get some dinner. I hear the dinner bell ringing now, so it's about that time. But we have a lot to think about here. Can I lower the? I'm gonna go ahead and lower the plow while it's in here too, because you know, hydraulics, right? So somebody tell me if that's actually true or not, please, so I don't sound like a complete dummy. I'm super excited for the chickens and for what we're gonna get done in this next month. Yeah, because it's kind of seeming like we're running out of things to do. I don't know. I might have to do some more tree work. You know, clear out some more of these trees. I mean, the ones behind and around the vehicle shelter here. But if it looks like I'm gonna end up running out of a lot of stuff to be able to do, I will end up probably taking out a loan and leasing equipment to be able to do the extra field work required to prep the fields. Basically, in case of emergency, break glass is what I'm saying. Because I don't want us to run out of things to do for the month, because it seems like that's what's going on. You know, that's where we're headed. So, if need be only. But hopefully not. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But until then, thanks for joining me on the homestead today, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Have a great night, everyone.